I see myself as a confused British Australian wannabe French person. Hi, I'm Megan Clement and I'm here at Abbey's Bookshop in York Street. Desire Paths is the story of my journey from Paris, where I live, back to my home in Australia during the pandemic to be with my father at the end of his life. And during that time, I spent 14 days in the Melbourne Airport Holiday Inn. And I really reflected on my identity as an Australian. I first moved here from the UK when I was a teenager and then left again. And also Australia and its place in the world, how we see our place in the world, our obsession with our borders and what our frontier mentality really means for us as a nation. Australia has really perfected the kind of fortress mentality with the way that we treat asylum seekers and the specific threat that we perceive of those who arrive by boat, who are literally kind of touching our shores as an island. And what we're seeing now is other island nations like my home of the UK kind of replicating that policy, using Australia as an example, as a way to be more cruel to asylum seekers. So there's an island mentality to it, but I actually think it's more about our history of invasion, of settler colonialism as well, where white Australia does not feel safe in the lands that they stole. And therefore we have this kind of bringing the drawbridge up mentality. And I saw during the pandemic just how powerful that was. Usually it's only asylum seekers who are kind of seeing that fortress mentality. But during the pandemic, it was everyone. Our borders were closed for 2 years. And what I noticed was there was, for some sections of Australia, there was like a relief, an almost palpable like, oh, thank goodness, the outside world can't come in. And that felt very Australian to me.